Ken Aiello, Solid Foundations. In today's video, I'm going to give you my 4 steps on getting through the screener. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a tip where you can get through the screener every single time. Stick around. Okay, getting through the gatekeeper or the screener. 4 steps, like I told you. So first you're going to have the introduction, then you're going to have the building rapport part. After that, you're going to move into the purpose of the call, and then of course there might be some objections, so you got to handle some objections in order to get to the person you want to speak to. But we're going to go through them step by step. Hang on. Okay, so the first part is the introduction. Don't take this lightly because this is super important. This is the person that's going to determine whether you speak to the decision maker or whoever you need to speak to at that point. So you want to be excited, you want to be happy. I'll tell you, walking into a Dunkin' Donuts or going through a drive-through, when that person greets you super happy, excited, that sets the tone for your entire day. But if someone's miserable and not happy and they give you your coffee and here's your change, you don't want to deal with, you walk away, you're aggravated on the way to work. You don't even realize why. So be super happy, super excited, stand up and get some excitement when you're talking to them. But you want to introduce yourself clearly, and you want to be very, very, very interested in what they are doing. So, hello, this is Ken Aiello. I'm calling from X company. Who am I speaking to? You want to kind of know, you want to pull them in, you want to understand their name, because when you say someone's name, that gives you a lot of leverage when you're talking to them later on. If you're in a crowd, for instance, and everybody's talking, and someone mentions your name, you might not hear anything, it all sounds like white noise, but if someone mentions your name, all of a sudden you're going to look around, you're going to say, where'd that come from? Who's talking about me, right? So you want to know the name. So again, the introduction goes very simple. Hello, good morning. This is Ken Aiello. I'm calling from X company. Who am I speaking to? And then you want to find out who you're speaking to. Very simple introduction. Now, okay, the second part of what we're talking about today is building rapport. Now, I'm not talking about going out to lunch or having this long drawn-out conversation about what they did this weekend. I'm talking about some simple steps that you can take in order to be more likable immediately on the phone. So you might want to ask them, how's your day been? Or did you have a nice weekend? Or something very simple after you get the name. So let's say in the intro you say, who am I speaking to? And he says, Tom. So if you say, hey Tom, how was your weekend? Oh, great, not bad. Okay, excellent. Tom, I was wondering if you could help me out, right? So now I'm assigning a task. I want Tom to help me with something. And when you ask somebody to help them with something, all of a sudden there becomes this feeling of, I want to help you. Oh, sure, I can help you. Versus a task, right? And that leads me to the purpose of the call, which is step 3, call. Why are you calling? So again, you want to grab the person's attention by saying their name. When you say the name, they press that phone tightly to their ear. So, Tom, I was wondering if you could help me out. Again, I'm asking them for help. Tom, I was wondering if you could help me out. I'm looking to speak to the person that handles whatever it is you're looking for, handles X for the company. I'm not sure who that would be. Do you know who that would be, or can you help me out? Now I'm assigning a task again to, actually see if he can help me out. And sure enough, most likely he's going to try to get me the right person, which is really nice. Now, the next step of the next phase is going to be answering any objections. So sometimes the screener's job is to keep you away from the person you want to speak to, but that's not always the case. Sometimes they just really want to know exactly who it is you want to speak to. So just let them know. I'm calling to set an appointment. I would like some information, whatever it is that you're looking to do. Don't try to fool the screener or say things like, oh, I forgot the name and I spoke to them last month, because now you're not treating them with respect, and then you're not going to get through. They know. They've heard this 1,000 times. So always be upfront, always be honest, and just ask them exactly what you want. And then that moves us on to step 4. They might have some kind of objection. They might want to keep you away. They might want to know a little bit more. This is step 4, is any kind of objection handlers. So it's not an objection handler where they're saying, no, go away, we don't want you. But it's more along the lines of, well, what's this in reference to? And by them knowing more information about why you're calling, they'll know whether they should block it from the DM or not. But my experience says that as long as you're very, very nice and polite and business oriented, more than not, they're going to help you get to that person. But if they do say, what's this in reference to, just tell them exactly what's in reference to. Well, I'm new to the area, I'm looking to set an appointment, and I'd like to speak to the person that handles so-and-so. Again, do you know who that would be? Can you help me? And that's it. And after that, if they don't give you the name at that point, then, you're probably not going to get it in the first place. But like I said, if you stick around to the end of this video, I can give you a tip on how to get through even the toughest screeners. And that's coming right now. Okay, sometimes you're dealing with a screener or a gatekeeper and you just can't get through, and these are the hardest ones to get in. And I'll tell you what, those are the easiest sales as well, because 20 people called that person today and you're the only one that got through. So let me give you this little tip. I told you I was going to give it to you. So you don't necessarily need the person's name. Okay, so I'm gonna go through in my later videos. The next video is gonna be about how to talk to the decision maker or the person in the process. But you don't necessarily need that name. That's what you're trying to find out, so it's easier to get through. But if they don't give you the name, you can always call back and ask for anybody in the company. It really doesn't matter. You can talk to the janitor, you can talk to a salesperson, you can talk to anybody in that chain, and they're gonna put you through. Now those people are not trained to keep you away from the screener, right? So what you do is when they pick up, let's say they send me to Bob in sales. Hi, this is Bob in sales. Hey Bob, Ken Aiello, I'm calling to speak to the person, or I'm calling because I understand that you're the person that handles X for the company. And they say, no, I don't do that. Who told you that? Oh, well, that's what they told me up front. Maybe they sent me to the wrong place. Do you know who does? Yeah, that's Raul in this department. Okay, would you mind transferring me? And now when he transfers you the call, not only am I getting to the right person and I found the person to talk to, but now it's an inter-office transfer and it rings differently. So now Raul picks up the phone and says, hey buddy, how you doing? How you doing, Bob? And he said, no, this is Ken Aiello. I'm calling from X and I'm looking to speak to you in regard to this. And then you move forward with your call and then you go from there. So that's my tip for today. That's how to get through the screener. Hopefully that helps you. And I would love to hear your comments below. Also, if you had a time where you couldn't get through a gatekeeper or you couldn't get past the screener, I would love to hear that and give you some ideas on what you could try next. But please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I got the DM pitch coming out next. And then after that, we're going to go into objection handlers, the top 20, 10, 15, 20 objections that you're probably hearing in the field. And then I would love, again, to hear some of the objections that maybe you're dealing with. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.